promise. In the peaceful village of Bansera, known for its fine woven fabrics, lived a young woman named Zainab. The villagers believed that a well-woven cloth held the soul of its maker, binding their emotions into every thread. Zainab, the daughter of the village's finest weaver, learned from her father the art of weaving not just cloth, but stories and emotions into her work. A true weaver, her father often said, does not just use their hands. They weave with their heart. One afternoon, while washing fabrics by the river, Zainab met Kelechi, a wandering storyteller. He was charming, with a voice that could make even the wind stop to listen. They talked about their crafts. Zainab wove stories into cloth, while Kelechi spun them into words. As the sun set, he promised to return with a tale for her every evening. A new story for each sunset, he said. And in return, weave me something from the words I bring. Day after day, Kelechi came, sharing stories of distant lands, of love and adventure. Zainab, in turn, wove his words into beautiful patterns, each thread carrying the essence of his tales. She found herself waiting for him by the river, eager to hear his voice. As seasons passed, their bond deepened, though neither spoke of love. Instead, they let their craft speak, his words in the air, her hands on the loom. One evening, Kelechi arrived with sadness in his eyes. I must leave, he said. A great festival calls for my stories, and I must go. Zainab nodded, hiding her pain. Will you return? She asked. He took a single thread from her loom and tied it around his wrist. This will guide me back to you. Before he left, she handed him a woven scarf, the finest she had ever made. Carry this with you, she said, and let it remind you of home. Days turned to months, then a year. Kelechi did not return. The village whispered, he is lost to the world beyond. Forget him. But Zainab did not forget. She wove and waited, each new cloth holding a silent message of longing. Every pattern she created carried hidden symbols, stories of love, patience, and hope sent out into the world. One rainy afternoon, a stranger arrived in Bansera's market, wrapped in a cloak of deep blue fabric. Zainab, selling her cloth, noticed something: the weave, the patterns, they were hers. Her heart pounded as she reached out, tracing the familiar threads. The stranger pulled back his hood. It was Kelechi, weary from travel but smiling. I found your cloth in distant lands, he said. And with every piece I saw, I was reminded of home view. Kelechi told her of his journey, of how every village he visited had somehow received her woven work. In every town, I saw your cloth, he said. Even across the seas, your cloth reached me before I could return. I was never truly lost, he whispered. Because you wove me a path home. Under the moonlight, Zainab wove a wedding cloth, the finest she had ever made. Each thread told their story, the river where they met, the nights of shared tales, the journey that led him back. Kelechi wrapped it around his shoulders, their love now stitched into every fiber. The village rejoiced, knowing this was no ordinary love. It was one woven with patience, trust, and unspoken promises. From then on, lovers in Bansera exchanged woven cloth instead of rings. They believed that if love was strong enough, it could be stitched into the fabric of fate itself. Zainab and Kelechi's story was passed down for generations, a tale of love that never unraveled. And in every woven pattern, their love lived on, a silent promise, forever bound in thread and time. Lessons. Love is not just words, but actions. Zainab and the Weaver showed their love through their sacrifices and choices, proving that love is not just about feelings, but also about commitment. True love inspires growth. Instead of holding each other back, Zainab and the Weaver helped each other become better versions of themselves. Patience and faith strengthen love. Despite years of separation, their love endured because they believed in each other's dreams and destiny. Love is about partnership, not control. Zainab was not a passive lover waiting to be rescued. She worked to fulfill her dreams, proving that love should empower, not restrict. A woman's dreams matter too. Zainab was not defined by her relationship, but by her skills and ambition. Women do not have to choose between love and success, they can have both.